same energy.
Hey, everybody. Good evening. Welcome. Another Boss Conversations with Janeah. Tonight, I have another queen I'm bringing on. She's been on the show before, but when she came on, she came with the group. So it was four of us on the screen, but we're doing a one-on-one now. So tonight, we're going to be talking about money, finances, things of that nature. So I got my money green on for the money team. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little crystal that don't want to act right, but I got all my greens on. So I'm going to go ahead and bring on my girl, Millionaire MeMe. Woo!
Woo! Hey y'all,
Muriel
hey.
Godfrey, everybody.
Yes, it is me, Muriel G. Hello everyone. I'm so happy to be here. I love that intro. Thank you, Janeah. Yes. Oh my
You're
goodness, it feels
welcome,
so
Queen.
good to be
How
back.
are you tonight?
I am wonderful. I couldn't be better. I'm here with another queen, you know what I mean, with amazing energy. So, it's feeding me. I feel like I'm being charged here. So, I'm ready.
You
Let's go.
know, we got that good energy going,
Yes. Let's
you dig.
go.
Yeah, we about to bring it because we talking about money, we talking about finances, we talking about generational wealth, we talking about credit, we talking about your business, getting your business together. And who better than my girl, Millionaire MeMe, to help get your mind right and your business affairs together. So, Queen, go ahead and introduce yourself, the name of your business, what you do, let the people know.
So I am Muriel G, as we already discussed. The G is for Godfrey. I go by Millionaire Muriel. I am the owner, a part owner. Me and my husband both own it. Forever Soaring and Elevating, guys. And is we teach you how to build your financial house to make sure that you standing firm and flat footed on a stable foundation. So we do everything. From pure ground pure help you is one-on-one. We make sure that we are literally addressing your situation. Every situation is tailor-made. So that's who I am, that's who we are, and we're just glad to service the people, glad to service the community, to actually be able to make a difference in people's lives. What we do as far as building financial houses literally changes people's lives, like for the better. And it's wonderful to see them forever soaring and elevate. Once we touch them, they forever soaring and elevating from there. And no matter
All
which
right,
way,
all right.
no matter which way we touch them.
Okay. So, what are some of the services that you guys offer?
So, first of all, the first thing that we do, anytime you want to build your financial house, when you're starting off and you don't really know much about finances, you don't really know anything about money. See, we all thought that we knew something about money. That's why we're so busy trading that's why we're trading our memories for money, meaning that we are giving. We are trading our memories for money. Instead of making memories with our family and our children, we going to punch a clock. And I'm not knocking nobody's hustle, but there is a different way. And if you allow and we work together, I'll show you that different way. You could do. A lot of people are in positions that they love, so that's fine. I'm not trying to take you away from that. I just want to show you the actual way for you to make the choice that's better for you, your house, and your foundation. So the first thing in your financial house is to make sure that you have life insurance, because like I say, when you're building from the ground up, you are the most important part. You're the most important part. You're the builder. So therefore, if something happens to you, you don't want anything to happen to what you're building. You want that to remain secure, because you don't want your efforts and your things like that to go in vain. You're building this not only for yourself, but for your legacy. May it be your children, may it be whatever it is, however you're building your financial house. So you want to make sure that you have life insurance. What It's very important what type of life insurance you have too, because you want to build it in a way that makes sense for you and your financial situation. So we get down to the nitty gritty of that, because you don't want to just have 20 or 30 thousand dollars if something happened to you. What about your family and those who depend on your income? they're already going to suffer the loss, so you don't want to leave them grieving and needing. So you want a position where that income, although your physical presence is missing, your financial presence is still there. So we make sure that your house is built on a stable foundation. So it first starts with life insurance, and then we show you how to do the every other part, financial services, in the area of mutual funds, making sure your money is set up in the right retirement account. And then if you can use an extra stream of income, we show you how to do that. If you can use an extra 500 to 1500, 500 to 1500, I said it right. Um, on a part-time basis, we put you in that position to get that done. We put you in a position to become your own bank yourself. So it's not just us doing this on our own. We put you in a position to do what we do. So tell me, what type of owner of the company do that for anybody else? What type of CEO of a company does that? We do that for our people. We put you in a position to be able to become your own. 7 state issue licenses, all in the area of finances. And they're all issued in your name, and they're all paid for by the company. So we put you in a really good foundation, and we put you in control of everything that you have going on. So therefore, you are the owner and the operator of everything that is tied to you in finances. So we do. Oh, in addition, we do the credit building too. We teach you how to organically build your credit. Not only do we clean it up for you and show you how to do that, but we teach you how to make sure that this doesn't happen again. So those are a few of the services.
Okay, so that was life insurance, mutual funds, and
Retirement
credit.
accounts, retirement accounts, credit, everything finances. So your one-stop financial shop. We also have what is it? Attorneys. Like if you need an attorney, we have those services. We service over 27 different areas of finances. So we're your one-stop financial shop. So it's 27 services. It take me a little bit long to go into them and then break them down for what each one of them are and what each one of them service, because it's such a broad area, because the way money works and what we've been taught is totally different. This is why we're again in these type of situations where we're trading our memories for money. So we cover every area of finance and teach you how to build it from the ground up, tailor fitted to you and your situation.
So, what are some of the common misconceptions about money that we were taught
Oh, the
that you
important,
guys help with?
definitely. So we teach a few financial concepts, and one of the biggest ones that we were is what the banks offers, but versus what we have access to. So we're not knocking. We're not knocking any businesses, any type of anything, but a lot of services that are offered to us versus the way okay, the way we were taught in the services that they're offered. Because I got to tread lightly, because we're talking about finances, we're talking about money, and people get real antsy and things like that. So I'm very careful about what I say and how I say it. So we were taught a certain way and a certain way to do things strategic, but they don't really service us. Okay, they put us in a situation where it services the corporation in which we are coming in under or buying the service from, but that service is really not advantaging us in a whole. So we teach you, by teaching you these financial concepts and showing you the different ways in which it matters and what type of vehicle you have your money in, because you could have your vehicle in something like a CD that has a return interest rate, maybe let's just say 3% or below. We don't know, because it varies per institution, but I myself an interest rate with a CD that's even at 3%. So you go to them and you look at them. If your vehicle is in something like a CD, it's going to take you 12 years, the rule of 72. It's going to take you 12 years. Every 12 years, your money will double. If you had 10%, if you had $10,000, let's just say you had $10,000 and you put it in something like a mutual fund, it's going to take your money every 12 years to double. By the time you get to that 48th year, you're looking at $40,000. You can't retire, you can't do nothing with that. But most people don't even find out that their money is in that type of vehicle until after they retire, which is why they have to come out of retirement to still survive, right? We weren't taught that. We were just taught, hey, get a job, you get that retirement account, come on, let's go. But you don't really know what that retirement looked like until after you have serviced that 30 years. And then you
Right.
find out that you're not in that best situation and you're like, dang, I got this house to pay off, I got these bills to pay. And I thought I was going to be made because I traded my memories for money, but my money was not really a vehicle. So therefore, guess what? It didn't really work out for me. But nobody told me this. But they're not going to take responsibility for what they did because it was up to you to do your own research. So even if you put it in something like a savings bond, and let's just say something like a savings bond looks like 6% or anywhere lower, still you start with that same $10,000. Your money doesn't double as much, but by the time that 48th year, you're looking at like somewhere around 140,000. You know what I'm saying? Still not enough to stay retired in this industry, but these are the tools in which we are offered in the world. This is what we're taught. This is what we're offered. But if you go ahead and dig it a little deeper, and what we teach people doing how to build a financial house, we put them in vehicles that maximize their return to make sure that they're getting the max on their on their money. So we put them in something like we offer something that's almost like a mutual fund, right? And let's just say that goes anywhere from something like 8 to 12%. This is what the banks use. When your money's in the banks or things like that, guess what they're doing with your money? They're investing it into a mutual fund, but they're offering you vehicles that are like CDs and vehicles that are like savings bond. So therefore, while they're investing your money and getting the maximum return on it, guess what you're getting? Pennies on a dollar, if anything. So therefore, you're losing. But they're not teaching you the rule of 72 and things like that. Some people in some schools and some things, like some people are blessed and fortunate to learn the rule of 72. They notice things of that nature. But this is the money game. How do you win the game if you don't know the rules? What we teach you is the rules to the money game to make sure that you win. If you comfortable with your situation, how you got it going, and once we sit down and you literally see we showing you facts. So you get in there, you do your research, and you see, and you choose that situation. What they say, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make them what? Can't make them drink it. Eventually, you're going to either have the pain of change or you're going to have the pain of regret. The pain of change is looking at the situation and say, dang, okay, this wasn't what I thought it was. Let me go ahead and, hey, most people, this is how it works out for us. All our clients, they're like, man, you know what, Muriel, they very grateful to us. Hey, thank you so much for letting me know. I never knew this is how it works. I'm glad you came now, because to my retirement age or whatever the case may be, it would have been messed up for me. You don't even know. You just changed my life. Again, we in here to be game changers and life changers. We trying to hit your life for the good. So that's what we do. And we try to make sure that you know what's going on, because it's more people that are in the unknown than it is in the known. That's why we out here hurting and hurt people, and that's why it's spread.
So, what do you think is the most important service for people right now in this day and age with what we have going on now?
Oh, life insurance. Definitely life insurance. Um, I always say it like this, and I talk to a lot of my people. Um, if think about it, they say money rules the world, right? We know money. We know what money do out here.
Right,
If everybody
right.
had $100,000 policy on their head, let's just be real. I'm not being insensitive to nobody, and I'm human at the end of the day, just like everybody else. But when we look at what we got going on in the world, if everybody had $100,000 on their head, meaning $100,000 life insurance policy, and more people had it, do you think they're gonna keep on letting these bodies drop?
Mm-mm.
Because you gonna hit the banks. You're gonna start hitting them where it hurt. Because they're gonna pay
Yeah.
out. They're gonna have to pay out. So guess what they're gonna start doing? They're gonna start changing up things the way they should have been doing. But now we had to hit them where it hurt. How much it take for somebody my age, in my 30s, you get $100,000 policy, $200 policy, $300,000 policy, costs you $125 to protect you and your seeds. After you protect one kid with us, All the other kids are free, up to and including your grandchildren. So for somewhere like $125, you're protecting your whole family. Most people got their car insured, they got their house insured, they got everything else insured. But guess who not insured? The people in the house. And you know what I hear all day? You know what, I got these bills going on. I ain't do this, that, and the other. But then I got another client that literally almost lost her life. She said, what would my childhood would have done? I don't know, because you told me no for the other things, but you see that if something would have happened to you and her situation, I sympathize with her. It was a very, very sad situation, but I sat with her and I offered her the opportunity. And she said, right now, you know what, I got other things going on. So we have to learn our priorities, because we don't know, like you say, we see what's going on and we see the way things change and can change in a blink of a second. So we got to make sure that we protect what we say we love. We say we love our kids. We say we love our family. So all life insurance is your last love letter to your family. You're making sure that, hey, I told you that I loved you while I was here. In my absence, guess what? I still love you. And I love you so much that I took this small sacrifice of this $100. Some people are less, because I have some clients that are early 20s, early 18, 19, 20, things of that nature, right? And they got $100,000 policies on themselves. They pay $20, $30, $40 a month. You know, like I said, it's all tailor made based off of, how old you are, the age you are. You're more healthy most of the time when we're young. So you lock this rate in. And while we're securing your financial house, I show you how to build wealth. That's the difference, because my whole goal is not to have you be in an insurance policy for your whole life. Because remember, I'm teaching you money, and I'm not just teaching you life insurance, but I'm teaching you how to secure your house while you're building. So my whole goal is to teach you how to build assets to the point where you don't even need the life insurance. But I'm teaching you how to build your financial legacy. So we got to start. We got to crawl before we walk. So life insurance is definitely the way to go. Life insurance is going to make sure that those who depend on your income continues to get what they need coming in. And the type of life insurance definitely matters. My grandmother had a policy, and many people don't know about how certain policies work. Talk to somebody like Susie Orman, financial guru. Okay, she talked way better than I talk money. You know what I mean? And she teaches money just like I teach money. But she'll tell you in a minute, go term rather than whole life. Because why are you paying for life insurance for your whole life? My grandmother had a whole life policy, and at the end when she died, we got less than I want to say we got $2,000. Why? Because nobody told her that when you have a whole life policy, you're paying for two things, but you only guarantee one. So when they told her that she could borrow from her policy and do all this other stuff, what they didn't tell her is that at her demise, if she had not finished paying back this, whatever, it was going to come from that life insurance policy, and the family wouldn't get what they were expecting in the end. And she didn't know that. So in the end, we lost, because guess what? Well, we were expecting things that she had set up for her whole life. It didn't like that. Why? Because it's in a small print. So you got people out here like me that's teaching you how to make sure that your family is set for life, versus I'm not out here for the money.
What's a common misconception about life insurance? Especially that keeps, especially our community, from getting it or having it.
See, our community, like, it's so sad sometimes, and I'm just gonna be, if you will allow, because people like, oh, black people don't
Mm-hmm.
get life insurance. They don't get life insurance. Like, that is the most saddest thing that I have ever heard in my life. That's come on, man. Come on. We assure these iPhones. Everybody that got an iPhone got insurance on it. You know what I'm saying? And we pay for it through the life of the bill. But guess what? If something happens to this phone, we can replace it. So the most common misconception that I feel is that when people say, "Oh, it's so many." Whew, what's the most common? I don't. I don't need life insurance, and they if they don't figure, they'll figure out something. They'll figure out something. That's the thing. You just don't care. But why would you leave your family that you say you love to pay? Oh, they could do GoFundMe, but what if GoFundMe don't work out? Not only do they gotta grieve your loss, they gotta deal with the mental torture of you sitting in a morgue while they try to collect dollars that may or may not come. So like, it's people just like, hey, they'll figure it out. No, that's. Uh. And then it's people that'll be like, well, $20,000, I could save this and I could save that, but it's a difference. Again, learning how money works. You could save it, but are you saving it in the right vehicle? Are you going to be able to save $20,000? Because again, we don't know. We know our birth, we don't know our death day. So again, are you gonna make it to saving up that $20,000? If something happened, what's the first thing you go to? Because the first thing that people try to cut off when something happened in their life is the life insurance. So what's you first gonna cut out? Your savings plan. But if you do what? If you structure your mindset, because when we know better, we do better. If you structure your mindset, you know what? I'm gonna secure this. I'm gonna put this little 30, 40, 60, whatever it costs for you to have this life insurance, this $100,000 set aside. If something happened, the $200,000, the $300,000. Again, it's tailor made depending upon your situation. So if you change your mindset and just say, hey, I'm gonna secure this just in case, you ain't gotta worry about being in a what I'm gonna do type situation. You know what I mean? Oh, excuse me. So the most common misconception is just trying to find another way outside of the way that's already proven success. And the way that we
Mhm.
ranked. Um, we're in Forbes magazine. We ranked for 2015. The first time we ranked in 2014, 2015. Um, we ranked because we were the only insurance that company that paid out in 9/11. All those companies, all those people that perished in 9/11, many of them people that were in that didn't have that their insurance policies had what's called a terrorist act clause. So guess what? Oh, excuse me. The people died from a terrorist act. So guess what? The
Right.
people didn't get paid. We were one of the only companies that paid out. So that matters. The type of life insurance that you have, it matters. So the common misconception that people have is that excuse me, that the type of life insurance that I have does not matter as long as I got it. That's it. That's my final answer, Janeah.
That's your final answer,
That's
sis.
my
That was
final
a good
answer.
one. That was a good one. That was a good final answer.
It
Okay.
definitely matters.
Okay. It does matter. It does matter. And it also matters that you periodically check in on it.
Ooh,
Make sure
yes.
nobody has changed the beneficiary or any of your information because
Come
there
on.
is a such thing as insurance fraud out here. So
Yeah,
you have to make sure if you have elderly parents, especially if you have shisty siblings, make sure that you guys are checking in on your parents' policies because them shisty
yes.
siblings, you never know what they'll do. Okay. So that's what's up. That's dope.
and
So
and making sure, like you said, checking in to make sure that you have the maximum the maximum amount of coverage for the amount that you're paying. So that's also a service that we offer. We will go over your insurance policy with you to make sure that you have the maximum amount of coverage for the amount you're paying. A lot of people have paying, I mean, overpaying and underinsured. I had a young lady
mm,
just lost her mother. They got $5,000. She had a whole life in policy. Her mother was 60 something years old, and she's 30. She's 38, and she doesn't mind me sharing the story because she wants the people to know we talked about this. And she's 38. Her mother had the insurance policy on her before when she was a baby. So that means she had it way before there for herself. Her mother was 67 when she perished, and that whole life policy paid them $5,000. So she's been paying for an insurance policy for her whole life, and she got $5,000.
Wow.
Do you know what
Wow.
that means? You know she's been paying. I know she could have saved $5,000. So the type of insurance that you have definitely matters. So if you allow, you could come reach out to me, and look at the policy with you. I'll talk about it with you. You know, we'll do everything that needs to be done, because my job is just to make sure that you are what? Forever soaring. Come
Okay,
on,
okay,
let's
okay.
go.
Forever soaring and elevating, baby. Forever
Let's go.
soaring. Okay.
Forever. Okay? What my girl
Oh,
called you
speaking
say?
of forever, what is the importance of generational wealth? Why is it even important for people to leave that money?
Okay, I feel like, okay, first of all, I'm spiritual if before I'm anything, you know what I mean? Because he says a wise man leaves an inheritance for his children. And there's many people, I've met many wealthy people, and I met people who built it from the ground up, and then I met people who inherited it. And I say it like this: why make them get it out the mud if you already did that and you know what, it wasn't a great experience? Why not teach them how to, yes, you teach them that you had when you got it out the mud. Teach them the work ethic and things of that nature to make sure that they're able to sustain what you built. Teach them the morals and the things of that nature to make sure they have the core. But you want to make sure that generational wealth is spread, to make sure that your family name, everything that we do in the tailor making of your financial house, is for your last name. It's not for the Godfrey last name. It's not, it starts off, what we're doing is for our last name, but what we're teaching you to build is for your last name. So legacy is important because everything is a last name. Everything is a last name. McDonald's, Pete's, come on, Jules, Osco, they're doing it for their last name. Why won't you do it for your last name? What makes it, everybody, we're born, we're the same flesh and blood, we're the same. Only difference is the 24 hours and what we choose to do with it. Generational wealth and legacy is important to make sure that your bloodline does not continue to repeat the same cycle of poverty, if that's the way it is right now, or that's the way it started. You want to make sure that that legacy is done. If it stopped with you, let it stop with you. But legacy is definitely important because we all doing this. Why are we doing anything? To matter, to we're existing. We don't want to just exist. You want to matter. Everybody want to matter. So make sure that your children have the purpose and know why they have their purpose, because they come from your bloodline. Make sure they know why. Make sure they why. Your why transfers to them for them to develop their own why. Remember, we training up the child the way they should go. So all that falls into the generational wealth, the legacy. You want to make sure that they know their legacy. You don't want them to start from the ground up, because you already did that part. Why we keep on pushing rewind and replay? You did that part. It's redundant. It doesn't make sense. So you did it. You did the work. Teach them how to capitalize off of the work that you've already done, and not keep going back to repeat it, to keep on building it, to come back to keep on building. Now you teach them, so that way it's a relay. It's a relay race. Once you finish your part, give it to them. They gonna run it up, and you just gonna keep on what? Forever soaring and elevating. Back to the name again.
Okay, okay, okay. Forever soaring and elevating.
Let's go.
Wow. All right, Queen. So you guys work on credit too. What are some common misconceptions out here that you guys deal with on the credit side?
Oh wow. A lot of people feel, first of all, that they have no hope. Once their hope is down, once their credit is down, or once they credit, they feel like, hey, it's gonna forever be down. I don't have no credit. That's the biggest thing. I don't have no credit. They say I don't have no credit. It ain't gonna never have. So they just don't try. They lost hope. They lost hope. But the big key is that there's no such thing as lost hope, when especially when it comes to credit, because there are a lot of mistakes that the credit bureau makes. And when you lost hope because they're telling
Okay.
you that this is what it is, but when you look at it, this not what it is. So it takes a lot of work sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. So what I do is we provide a consultation. And in that consultation, we look at it and we telling you, hey, this is what's, it's like a doctor's appointment. When you go have your physical, they tell you from head to toe everything you got going on. When you have your physical with your credit, what we're telling you is everything that's going on from head to toe. We put together a strategic plan. You say you want to get to a 700. We tell you, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this. While we're working on this, we need you to do this, because it's definitely going to take a team effort. You know what I mean? Because why, it is small mistakes, but it's not impossible. Sometimes it's small mistakes that need to be corrected. Sometimes it's a matter of just tweaking some things a little bit. So we get together. I look at it from my expert side of it, and you tell me from your side of it, because this is your credit, what you got going on. We team together, and teamwork make the dream work. So we get together. I don't play no games about about nothing. So guess what? I'm not gonna let them play you. When I'm looking at these errors, you're telling me what it is and what it should be, and I'm like, okay, well, this says this is that, another. And you're like, no, that's not the way it went. Now you're giving me something to fight with. But if it's something that I could fight with it, I'm doing this thing completely legal. So I'm looking for the loopholes, if you will, in which I can go at them, and I go at them very aggressively to make sure that they are dotting their I's and crossing their T's. So while I'm on them about dotting and crossing their T's, I'm gonna need you to make sure your I's is dotted and crossed, because I'm gonna make sure mine dotted and crossed, and teamwork make the dream work. So again, we be done, and you'll be forever soaring the elevator. That's
Okay,
it.
okay, okay.
We getting in it, and we doing right. We doing right. So therefore, we ain't got to go back and do it again. And if it's something that pop up, we do offer a service where we have like longevity. So it's something that pops up. In the meantime, after we have finished cleaning the credit, um, we offer for a small fee a way that we can make sure that we either go back at that for you, or if it's something that's an easy fix, things of that nature. So we got a lot of nice credit services that make sure that you're taken care of, that make sure that we're taken care of, because everybody gonna eat.
Okay, okay, okay. Where do you see your business in 5 years from now? Where do you see yourself?
Woo. It's in the name, Millionaire. Definitely within the next 5 years, we'll be millionaires. I'll be a millionaire. If not a multi-millionaire. If not a multi-millionaire.
Come on. Okay,
Because
okay.
the meal gonna come in the next year, two, something like that. So by that time it'll be multi-meal, because you gave me 5. You gave me a little extra time, and time is money.
Okay, okay. Time is money,
Time
is
is
money,
money.
okay?
Come on, and what my boy Lee
Hey,
say, I'm an hour past paid.
come on now. How do you define success?
Success is definitely when you put a goal for yourself. It depends. So there's different level of success. I say when you put a
Okay,
goal out there for yourself, and you whether it's a business goal, personal goal, or anything, and you go out there and you achieve that goal, that's success. But anything that you do in life is success, because even when it's not a goal, let's just say some people look at it and be like, oh man, you know what, I messed up. But guess what, when in order for you to know that you messed up, you learned something that said that you went that wrong way. So guess what, you still had success in some type of way, because you learned a lesson from that loss. So success is perpetual. It's perpetually around you. It's just in the eye of the beholder. Like how they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Success is in the eye of the beholder, because everything is successful. Every day of your life, you did something and you learn from it. Whether it was something that should have been done, or whether it was something that shouldn't have been done. If it was something that should have been done, it got you one step closer to your goal, success. If it was something that shouldn't have been done, you know what you did wrong, so you look at it and know, so you don't go back and do the same thing again. Guess what? Success. Because when you know better, you what? Do better.
right,
Come on, you can't lose in
right.
this. I believe that you cannot lose in this. because as long as you get up every day and there's breath in your body, you can't lose, because we fighting a fixed fight. And I believe we all might. So we don't have alley fights.
Come on. Okay. Okay.
That's what I
Okay.
believe.
Okay.
I believe it with everything in
Okay. What are the qualities of a successful businessman or woman or entrepreneur, in your opinion?
me. Integrity and work ethic. Integrity and work ethic are the main ingredients for me. Uh, for a businessman or a businesswoman, you got to have that integrity.
Yes.
You got to have that work ethic, because guess what? Everything don't always go the way that we set out for it to go. And in that, you still got to keep going. You got to work while you in pain. Sometimes you got to work while you in
Okay.
pain. And I learned that from simply being in pain and have through it. Like the biggest, I suffered. I don't want to say suffered. Well, I've been through some things in life, and sometimes I had to work while I was in pain. It didn't feel good. But guess what? Working through it while I was in pain developed muscle, mentally and physically. Because now that same thing that took me out before can't take me out, like, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
like that. So the mental muscle that's developed and the physical muscle as well. Man,
Okay. 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 So where can the people find you?
you got good cut like this. That's why I love
Where can
boss
they find
conversations,
you if they
baby.
looking for that?
Man,
Yeah.
let's go. Boss conversations is everything, y'all. This the
Let's
platform to be,
go.
y'all.
Let the
So
people know.
please, y'all, please get on here, because this is where you want. Um, so if you're looking for me on Facebook, you find me at Muriel Godfrey. I'm Muriel Godfrey. I have 2 pages. Um, but for business wise, we have Forever Soaring and Elevating. On Facebook, we are Forever Soaring and Elevating. And then I want you to go, when you look for me on Instagram, I am Millionaire Mindset. Millionaire
Millionaire.
underscore. Come on,
Okay.
man. Millionaire underscore mindset underscore Muriel. Millionaire mindset Muriel. That's me. And you find me on Instagram. And then website is www.f as in forever, S as in Sam, elevating E. So we're gonna run it back. I'm trying to remember everything. www dot, so it's FSE creditrepair.com. That's the website for your credit repair. You go there, you click on I'm ready to sign up, fill out the form in its entirety, hit submit. Within 24 to 48 hours max, I'll be calling you back, and we'll be going through your credit physical and getting you ready for the road, for the step towards your 800. We shooting for the 800. We shooting
Okay.
for the max, okay? And then
Shouldn't be in the 800 club.
let's go, right? We did 700s. That was 2021, okay? We did 700s. So we take it step by step though, seriously. And then if you're looking for an extra income opportunity, all seriousness, an extra 500 to 1,000, 1,500, 500 to 1,500 per month on a part-time basis, all remote, paid 6 days a week. Please call me, text me. The number is 872-227-2121. 872-227-2121. I hope they got that line right. But text that line, y'all. Text that line if you're looking for an extra stream of income on a part-time basis. It's real easy. You get seven, like I say, 7 state issue licenses within this business, all paid for by the company. Great financial opportunity that offers you freedom of your time, and offers you financial freedom as well. And life insurance needs, same number, 872-227-2121. I have packages, very affordable packages, for you and your family. I'm talking about the husband, the wife, and the children, up to 10. Once you pay for one child, all children are included. We have packages going $30, $40. We have 40, 50, 50, 60, and then of course anywhere from 100 to 125. So remember, the younger you are that you lock in this rate, the better. Um, and if we do it when you're a little bit older, we definitely got those packages for those people that are a little bit older. We'll talk about a situation and get you a tailor-made fix. I think I gave you
All
everything.
right. Okay, good, good, good. So you guys heard that's all the places you could reach her for each specific thing. You have any last gems or nuggets you want to drop on the people to leave in their mental?
Yes. Ooh, always, always. So for money, when we know better, we do better. In order for us to know better, we got to make sure that we get out here and talk to the right people. Um, so definitely do your homework. Uh, come meet with me. Look, that's the only way. Come meet with me. The gym that I got for you is come meet with me and experience what it'd be like to forever soar and elevate. You already know what it's like and what didn't work. Come sit with me and just find out what do work, and we'll talk about it later.
Okay, okay, okay.
I got a
Love
lot
it,
of
love it, love it.
advertisement too on my pages. Like my one of my clients, she started off with me with at a 500, y'all. Um, we had a few little situations where I had to go at some people aggressively, but she definitely in that 700 club. She posted on my page. I think it was earlier this month. She's in that 700 club. So definitely let me say this, and I'll say this for me and all my colleagues that are in the credit business. Please don't look for a microwave situation to a crock pot built situation. I'm gonna say it like that. It took you 30 some years to get your credit to where it is at the point where you bring it to the point where it needs fixing. Please do not, let's be realistic with your, let's be realistic. Um 6 months is what I the least amount of time that I give for me to get you to the numbers that you want to see. 6 months is the least amount of time that I always give myself, because I do things organically and I do it legally. So therefore, it's nothing that they could go back and say, "Oh no, put that back on there. That wasn't right." No, I'm doing this thing the right way. And when you do things the right way around the first time, you never have to worry about going back and doing it again. So please be patient and gentle with people like myself and people that are in my field, because you come to us and you got these situations. You like, well, it's been 3 months or it's been 6 months, and I had a lot of people, and you wind up losing on yourself because then you quit, you stop. And had you held out those next 3 months, you'll be looking at the golden that you're looking for. But you started 2 or 3 months and you like, well, I don't see this and I don't see that. But it took you 30 some years to get in this situation. So be gentle and don't expect microwave solutions to crock pot built situations. That's it.
Okay, okay.
That's it.
Yeah, take your time, be patient.
Yes.
It's gonna take some work to get out of it, like it took some work to get in it,
Come
of
on.
course, and it's easier to get in it than it is out. So the workout
Woo-hoo.
is gonna be different.
The workout.
Okay, okay, because to get in it, you ain't do nothing. Most people didn't do nothing, and that's why they have stuff on their credit.
It
So
felt
you
good
have to
to get
actually
there,
do.
right? You know, when you
Hey,
out there spending the money and doing things and you ain't really thinking about the consequences, just like anything, it's easy to get in it. It's easy to get in, just like it's easy for you to get fat and get all built out of shape and all that. But when you see it's gotten too out of control, you got to put the work in. You got to put the work in to get them pounds up off of you. You got to put the work in to get them negative numbers up off you. You got to put the work in to get that interest built the way you want it to be built. You gotta put the work in. So you put the work in. The beauty about what it is that I'm teaching about money and what it is that I'm doing with money and what it is that I'm doing with credit, and it's a blessing. I never take it for granted for me to be in this situation, is that it doesn't take a long time to get the success you're looking for. Do you know that all the key points that it takes for you to not have that long time to get there is the work ethic, like I talked about. You gotta have the work ethic. Your work ethic is what makes the difference in between your 24 hours and my 24 hours. If I got the work ethic, I'm gonna drill and go hard, and then I'm gonna have my produce my results more faster. But if you sitting around and you ain't got the work ethic and you steady quitting on yourself and stopping, it's gonna take you a little bit longer. But guess what? Remember, I told you fighting a fixed fight. You can't lose. You're gonna get there. It's just gonna take some time.
yeah, just gonna take a little time, but you're gonna get there.
That's right.
All right, Queen. Thank you for the knowledge, for letting us know the services that you guys provide. Many blessings to you and your family and your
Thank you.
elevation and your soaring forever.
You
I
too,
love it, love
boo,
it,
for
love
these
it.
house conversations. I love it here. I
Thank
hope
you,
to come
thank
back
you.
again, man. I hope to be back again.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We got you. We got you. I can't wait to see what you're gonna have coming in the future. So
Yes.
again, anybody, you guys, in the description we'll have her business information and you guys can link in with her. It's another boss conversation. Check us back out next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. YouTube live. Let's go. Oh, you guys, the interviews are also on www.bossconversations.com. You can also watch them on there. So thank you so much.
Oh,
They'll be streaming
yes.
live on there too.
Oh, sis, wait, let me tell you, May 14th, I almost forgot the flyers just came out. On May 14th, I'm having a business vision board party. Okay, we having a vision board party for the businesses. It's gonna be epic. I'm gonna give you the details. It's going to be, like I say, May 14th. We're going to be at 9210 South Commercial. It's a vision board business party. It starts at 6 p.m. We're gonna eat, drink, and create, and we're gonna manifest your dream life. You're gonna learn how to start your LLC. You're gonna network. It is a $40 donation, but of course that comes with be included for the party. And that's it. May 14th, 6 p.m. 9210 at Divine Purpose Fine Arts Center. I almost
All
forgot
right,
about
all
that.
right. So do they just inbox you if they want to go to that?
Yes, ma'am. They could inbox me or they could text me at 872-227-2121. 872-227-2121.
Okay, so you guys got that, and this will be out well before then. So plenty of time for people to actually sign up and go. And all right, man, I appreciate it, Queen.
Thank you
We're
so
gonna
much
go
for
ahead and
having me.
log it on out. Thank you for coming on. I so appreciate you.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much. I will be in touch with you for sure, okay?
Absolutely. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, Queen. All right, you guys, we out.
On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up, way up, pray up. On track, now we gon' way up, way up. Now we gon' way up, now we going. On track, now we gon' way up, way up. Now we gon' way up, now we going. Keep the same energy. Work on being better.